Hello, hello. Oh no. Why was I in academia? I can't remember. It's time for more metaphor. I definitely will remember what's happening. I think I'm leaving. Yeah, let's snap back to reality. We fought the necromancer last time. Kicked his tush. Front to back. Oh. Okay, let's no deadline, no. Oh yeah, that. I need to do 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 that. Do that.
What now?
I need to do that. Yes, go. I need to go to. Let's go there. I need to go there. To go to where that is. To the recruitment center. Is that okay?
All right
then. Haha! Man, I'm a genius. I'll tell you what. We're gonna go to the fellow with the dead guy. Surely not. You really managed to slay the bounty. That's certainly its rampager tale. Even the military soldiers fled from it in fear. You lot are something else. Here's a rewarded promise. Take it. It's yours.
We did it.
We did it.
All right.
Oh, I get more courage. No cowardly lion here. Oh, my popularity. Popular. I'm gonna be popular. Excuse me, I burped. Monster Hunter. Anyone playing the new Monster Hunter? Was this the one? Will it get me? Will it be fun enough for that I don't care about being mean to the monsters? I don't underestimate you. However, the contract's ready for you, so do come back. I think I had several different accents. Okay. Alright. To nurture the strength, I'll need to challenge Luis the Archmage. I should study the Gunner archetype. This can be completed by anyone. So I got shit to do. There's only one requirement to register at the recruitment center. Are you from Grand Trad? To play a open ceremony, you have to declare yourself a resident. Oceana and Ontario have their registries. Well, I suppose that keeps it fair and hey! Mind your own business, Elder. Oh, God. Racist. Immediately. No. Okay. What am I supposed to be doing? Find Maria. Whoa. Oh, hello. Accepted Dims. and accept the ended list. Bruh. Yeah, where was this? Oh. Oh. Well, okay, who's Marie? Oh. The girl's missing.
All right then.
Why can't, where's that at? Where's... Yet thou art but a shunned outsider. In the time to come, we shall judge if thou art a worthy vessel for our power. Become the true king of this land, thou must have many faithful encounters with comrades to be and amass the souls of many heroes. You'll be saying anyone can be king, but we know it's not that simple. If we focus on breaking the princess curse, hopefully we won't have to worry about that. Alright, did you see that book? Well, so let's just request though. Where's quest? Huh. Supposed to be looking for a wee child. Wee child. Oh.
Let's go.
Without even trying, how does he do it? No, I went the wrong way. Are you having a laugh? Oh, no girl who gets it. Ba ba ba. You could sure. I just can't wait to be. Is there not? What?
What shall I do?
Indeed. Well,
Oh no! Wait! Oh no! I don't know if I agree with whatever I just picked. I didn't hear enough of it to say. Hello. That's pretty. Thought there was like a hint system where Navi can say, "Hey, listen!" And I go, oh, thank you, actually, that was very helpful.
I'm in it now.
What's it now?
Look at these guys. Here? So I got to remember you and my things. I don't. I don't remember.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't care who gets it, so long as... You little bastard.
What in tarnation? That damned Louise.
So foolish it arouses great...
What should I do?
It should be here, maybe?
This is all right.
What in tarnation's going on?
They say anyone can be king, but everyone knows that ultimately come down to Louisa Forden. It's hardly even a contest. A Sanctifex Forden would most surely be crowned. Those stones are just another one of Louisa's cruel tricks. No one wants Louis on that throne, and the people support his Eminem Forden. Just like yours are precisely what will give Louis a greater voice. I beg your pardon. Have you any idea how the poor feel? Your narrow minds will be your undoing. I should have given her a more serious voice. Luis is a fool, but he'll still be a beacon of hope for the city's outcasts. They both have their flaws, so I suppose you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone more promising. Interesting. Boy. Boy. Okay, so not that way, huh? Not that way, huh? Oh, I forgot I could do this shit. Forgot I could do this shit.
Well then, if you say what's going on.
So foolish.
Stop that at once!
No, you.
That damned Louise. What in tarnation's going on?
Where are the pins?
Why did that scare me? Hey, Dragoon, thanks. I appreciate you.
It's a dragoon.
I've been playing for a full 15 minutes. What could you expect? What do you expect out of me? Well, my brain's doing the thing now where I can't figure out where I need to go. What did I get? It's either old bandage or pomegranate. And pomegranate. It's so good. Thanks for the bean. Thank you for the hydrate kill. Dragoon. Where the fuck am I going? I need to find Maria. Or whatever her name is.
All right, enough talk. All we want to do is pump you up.
Cathedral. I couldn't remember, and I couldn't find anything in here to tell me where it was. Man, this 30 seconds is forever. Okay. It's just so fucking strong now. Oh, and then my green screen's messed up. Now it's on this side. Cathedral.
All right then. Let's head there
Cathedral.
right away. Why?
Where?
So foolish it aroused
I came here. This is where I was.
Well then, if you say you have.
King.
This place.
Checked in. Yeah. I keep wanting to say the honeybee inn. I don't think that's right. Of course, staying here, people. If I stay here, honeybee. Is it honeybee? Isn't that from? I thought that was Final Fantasy. Am I dumb?
All right then.
It is honeybee. But yeah, I did check there. I don't know if I've not been to like the right spot.
What's going on? What should I do? Sensitive
And I don't remember what this kid looks like. Talk to guard next to cathedral.
Sanctive ex-warden. What should I do? What's going on?
This guy? Well, it automatically starts, so I think that might be right. Do you know the little half-blood girl? You can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. She just went inside. Wait, you let her pass? Why? The way her eyes looked. Why not be the one to stop her now? So he's been going to pry for a while. No matter how many glares she gets. Hire me for voice acting.
Huh? Why?
Let's go home.
I'm here to get you. Come on, let's go home.
Okay. Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray. And he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral's broken?
Maria,
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know... Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
That's not why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It's going to be all right. Don't worry.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
Damn, that's pretty poignant right now. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe. Oh, you had me worried sick.
Sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria, yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse? upon
How
us?
now, brown
If he
cow?
is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Let's think about it together.
Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange
And
one.
then maybe we can
My kind
spoon.
of strange, if I'm honest. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around?
Your character's
months ago
outfit
now
does
that I spotted
not
you
look
baby
comfortable
in the
as
carriage ride to the fort.
chillaxing.
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe.
Whoa.
Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We've a kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse.
Wake the fuck up, samurai.
I did not off for a second, but I popped up a good couple seconds ago.
Time marches on, and the
Oh, you're getting your shout out thing still up there. Did they like just give up on the whatever clip player we use?
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom.
Oh, I'm gonna juggle.
And we call it the Tournament for the Throne.
Clever.
Aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the exhibition of the brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
We're in it to win it.
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius's personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
Oh, I thought it was so smut.
Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
That attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it would be easy, and the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now.
Sounds right.
Gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
I wasn't asleep. Only like 30 seconds to spend. As an elder, there it is. As an elder, I'm an outcast in the city. I think that gives us an advantage here. If we fucking enter the tournament.
Enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us?
No.
The prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in.
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there.
Yeah.
This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the
Zorba.
world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit. But it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do
I
you want to enter the running?
think that went too fast. What'd that thing say?
Of course I do.
No hesitation at all.
Right.
Yeah, the words the prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter.
Hell yeah.
Who someone is, they deserve a fair country.
Hell yeah.
If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your
Yeah,
resolve has marked
it's
you a fine
Skippy.
fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
I inherited Grease's journal. And the throne? Bow before me?
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did.
That's
If you're
Mr.
really
the
set on
King?
running off again,
Thank you. Are you really this? Yeah.
Yes. I've got a job to do.
familiar words. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
Yeah, that's the plan, I guess.
From the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
That's right.
We'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You be a good king.
I'll be around the world in 80 days. Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey.
I got,
It's mostly
still got
race
legs.
between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? But who's the kid? He with you?
He's a fairy.
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder.
Yeah, weird deja vu.
Weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the Northern Fort?
No,
Thought I heard they were all wiped out.
it wasn't me.
What? We got a deserter turning up.
No, oh,
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear
it wasn't even me.
too.
No, you haven't.
Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
Whew. That was a close one.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're
Yeah.
obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
Oh, damn, my blessed. Lucian.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out. But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
You lot here for this tournament, then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
You have any idea who that is? That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that. Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Stuck-up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
It is. We don't need to win.
Maybe it's because we don't actually have to win.
How are you, Francois?
Sharp as always, Captain. Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme? You three must be heaven sent. Please. would you
Or
listen to our
why? Just day to day wear and tear.
Your pardon.
Because I get that.
I'm Barton, a guard captain for Matira, a town to the south.
Feel
The
that.
bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
Feel that too.
Captain.
I know I'm younger than you, but I still
We can't afford lenience.
I'm noticing
On top of its
age.
past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones.
Hi.
Selling them off, some say. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and
Well,
trade
if
would dwindle
you go on sleepy buys, I hope you get some great sleepy buys.
Even if he's some infamous
If you're gonna hang
criminal,
out, that's cool
why
too.
can't the
I'm
guard
happy to
handle
have
it?
you.
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread.
I'm not.
In the
All the
territory
words he
of
said are
giant
gone.
worms. I've no idea how he manages to.
It wasn't one ear out the other. It was a miss in my head completely.
Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
We just want to help you.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all. And thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Martira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
So whippersnapper like you doing here? Don't tell me you actually think I put this. That's rich. A mere flagellant with no history of or experience to speak of as king. The leader of this country is a dignified man of a great age, one with years of experience, and yet upstart school children like you and Luis did it. Other matters, you won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. Be happy to give the eulogy at your funeral. I suppose he's a candidate too. I get the feeling. I get the feeling that I know. It's almost laughable. They have a shop cooking a bunch of jokers. You're not the. Where's Hasme? Wait. You already fixed the bank contract for Heisman. Heisman, are you sure you can handle that? Yeah, sure. You're an odd one, alright. Either way, either that or you're just green. Head to Martira, you could probably get more information there. That's what I thought too.
Let's call it.
Let's get back to that. Took longer for me than it did other people, I'm sure.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
I need to find some lotion.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
No, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
This is
Well,
fucking lemon,
circumstances,
isn't
we'll
it?
take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
'Twas not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight. Let's rest.
Imagine getting proper rest. Could you? Couldn't be me. I'll just go upstairs for that. Is this bedroom? Guest room.
What?
Yeah, I would. That totally makes sense. The bed is simple but clean. It has an aroma that reminds me of a clear sunny day. Maybe it's time to call it a night. Rest.
Good night.
Rest well. Good night, sweet prince.
Can I come in?
No. Want to read some more?
Not today.
Okay.
We're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
It's all right. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise?
I just said it was a promise.
Can you tell me more about the outside world?
No.
This one's important.
Aw.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Sure, why not?
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause.
Yes.
It's no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Don't worry about it.
'Tis kind of you to say. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
I do.
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned.
Damn.
You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
Please do. We're all book buddies here. We all book down here.
So it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear
They are up to
before
no
the
good.
people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power.
You bet.
Such is the authority of the people.
Bet.
In this way, it is the people who are the land's
You
true
bet.
king.
Sure. Okay.
Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies.
Final
In the end,
fantasies.
clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength, my dearest.
Dropping like a lot of
to
philosophy
sustain
here.
His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Maybe it's not.
Time
What?
marches on,
I don't
and
know.
the age of a new
I don't know if
king
philosophy is the
draws
word I'm
nearer.
looking for there. Oh, it's fucking fully animated.
Judah!
Lady Judah!
She like a pop star? Is she my girlfriend? Oh shit. Oh shit, she is a pop star. No way this is copywritten. She gonna be a contender now?
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants
Dibs.
can complete
Yeah, it's like a
grueling
nerds.
challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78 Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden! Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action.
All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Friar! Where's Count Louise?
Oh, ad break started. Oh, shoot. I didn't give you guys a heads up.
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering? Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Don't you behave!
Ah! He woofed at me. Oh, it's fully animated again.
A land runner?
I totally knew that because I was paying attention the whole time. After this cutscene, I'm gonna get up and walk around for a sec.
So much for a first impression.
What ho? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time. That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on! So fast! Better hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
Heck yeah. Yep, standing out more than I expected. Gained a lot of interest, but I only considered this a part of my mission to aid the prince. Sure you do. Sure you do. Okay, wait, I'm gonna pause here. I'm going to... I think we just finished a flipping ad. So I won't run an ad. I just want to get up and stretch and stop myself from being so sleepy. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. Well, what's with this thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run her along the main road? I don't want to do his voice. Others seem to be doing as much. I'm just crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening right now? We want to go to a place called Martira, Old Castle Town, I think. There should be a way south. Burp! Oh my god. Yeah, okay, Martira. Here it is. Down to Martira, eh? On this craft's legs. Oh, I'd say that'll be 4 days, 3 nights about. In 3 nights? That's a great deal faster than a carriage. And surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed. Bolly good. Now, cinch those britches, chaps. Full steam ahead to Martira, Old Castle Town. Oh, no.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough.
I feel like I know that voice.
So this is what you use to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
Bullseye.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Whoa. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable. Neurus? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
They sure don't.
Whoa!
Good God.
I forgot to get lotion while I was walking around.
A gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Nuras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer, butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this... mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
That's right.
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Bally runner alone.
Bally, not Bali.
This runner... Tis fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate. For both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where last I heard? So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay His mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might...
Can't tell if I was asleep just then or not. I was following the conversation though, so...
The world. I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
Sorry. I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust. Yeah, I heard all that. We die together.
And if we die, we all die together.
Ha! The boy's bold as brass!
Tis not an invitation, you dolt. Eyes on the road.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children.
And that's why we left the city.
Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I think it's a perfect idea. Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's
You don't have to edit this stupid VOD down.
I realize that's a little close to home, Hockenberg, so if you'd rather hang back.
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the
I'm
trials
getting a lot
are
of deja vu.
Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the Gauntlet Runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out
You're
there
about to
are
get
no
me.
very picnic. Oh no.
Don't get me.
A den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
I win! Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with them. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there. Never been in a Gauntlet Runner. Kinda want to see what the engine room's like. A carriage can't begin to compete with a Gauntlet Runner's special speed. That I'm in a constant fear of losing my lunch is far from ideal, but once I'm used to it, I'm sure the journey will be pleasant, I hope. I'm sure that I hope. The running makes a smooth ride at least. Eccentricities aside, he certainly earned his title as court or something. That said, I'm more concerned with his unseen workings. I hope he hasn't made any dubious foods. Oh, I was waiting for. I guess I was waiting for more dialogue. We're playing the fucking feud, dude. Mind the rope, lad. Wouldn't want you to get overboard. Hey. Not really a lot up here. What was that? Pantry? Bed. I heard squeaking. Ah. I'm still said it was still exciting though. Sorry, I'm falling asleep again. It was honestly an interesting choice to even go live tonight because I just am that tired, obviously. But we only have about a half hour left, so I think we'll be okay. Oh, quite the gauntlet run. Oh, we already. Sure, I said that. can prepare meals here. Oh no, I'm out of drink. Uh-oh. How long do I have until another ad? 23 minutes. I'm so thirsty. Oh, I may as well do this. Jiminy Christmas. Okay. Shoulders.
It's a campground. It's a campground.
Let's see.
Uh-oh, looks like we're gonna have to do some fighting.
Shicky, how are you? Boop, boop, boop. You were playing Halo? Did you win? Did you get the Halo?
Skicky is there and he is parked
There he is.
by the lake in Santa Fe. If you drive out there to the lake 80 miles outside of Santa Fe, you will find him parked outside the lake 80 miles outside of Santa Fe.
Shicky, thank you so much.
Uh-oh, looks
What?
like we're gonna have to do some fighting.
Not a second raid. What's happening? Stone Free, thank you. Oh, you won last night, but not tonight. Welcome in, everyone. What? So were you playing? I appreciate you. What were you doing? Like a lasso, or I didn't catch what exactly you're doing. You're playing through the story, right? Just legendary co-op. I've never played really through Halo. Any of them. You will not do lasso on that? It's always kind of been a blind spot of mine. Like, I feel like I should. I've played through all the games on legendary since neither of us have played any of them really. Oh, cool, see. I've never taken a nap. I don't know what you mean. I'm always fucking lively as can be. I haven't been sleeping through this whole flippin' stream. I'll have to wait 10 seconds before I can do fancy shoutouts for Stone. It's been bad, but like it's been mostly cutscenes tonight, so like I don't want to cut it up for the VOD because it's all pertinent to the story. Eepy. Yeah, nap time with chicken. That's what it is. Oh, I wanted to see. I was gonna add a flippin' tag to my thing. Sleepy. So I start nodding off, and then it's like 3 conversations later. It's only stopped because it needs me to make a like dialogue choice. It's great. I don't. Where am I going now? I need to go down here.
But which one? Okay.
So how far are you in Halo?
Let's see. And there's a campground. Let's see here.
Oh, it's just the thing. Okay, I'm not doing anything with that. I feel like I've done it. I feel like I've explored the Gauntlet Runner. Lead to the top of the Gauntlet Runner. It's locked tightly to prevent accidental entry. Not accidental entry. There we go. A little under halfway through 2. It's halfway through. Stone keeps getting you killed. Woof. Are you liking it? You said neither one of you have really played through it. Something like that. It's been a lot of fun and anger. Legendary 2 co-op kind of sucks because Auto has the Iron Skull on. Yeah, I've heard that.
What's this?
They're both like, what's that? Oh, look, there's a ghost. That's lovely. If a person dies in multiplayer, it resets the last checkpoint. It like rubber bands you around. Well. Oh, the haunts of the machine. What makes this thing run? First time on a gauntlet runner, eh? Whoa, that scared me. Looks like that pipe's in here too. Call it a runner phone. There's one in every room. Now, I believe I heard you speculate on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magnet crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your hands when you traveled the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beast, made for zero momentum loss even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I modified this craft. I love that it's kind of like cartoony. The horns are moving. No worries. Thank you so much for the raid. You go get some resty rest. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. No, I don't remember doing that, Lord. No worries. I hope you have a great rest of your night, Stone. Thank you for the raid. That's right. I never played Halo. You're saying things that are made up. June. Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyways, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress, but by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. Oh, okay. I can't. I'm out of drink. You have some good sleep too. I'm out of drink. There's no drink left. There's maybe I can maybe get a drop out. Look, there's a little drop on the lid. Does that please you? It doesn't feel very. It doesn't feel like I fulfilled your request. That'll be sunset. Give me my noodles back. Okay. You did this. I need to push that. I need. Good night. Here. Reject. And I'll just complete the rest. I just complete some requests, dude. You don't even know. So start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. You will continue toward your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize its facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things. Try using the kitchen, read books, use the washing machine, mark to become available. When do I unlock darts? I think never like this before. Magic Ignite are enormous compared to those used by the army. If I recall correctly, it uses magma crystals as fuel. Okay. So now I can go better boo.
Sure. Good night.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Lovely. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with the stalwart Gauntlet Runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While at an encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the Gauntlet Runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. So, our first camping in the Gauntlet Runner. First time camping in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm kind of excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? Like stroll. Hey, are you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they are going to get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? On the past and plan for the future with Stroll, maybe I can hone my imagination. Yeah, sure.
Now then.
So next up is Martira. It feels like just yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you. We went over to the northern fortress and awakened a mysterious power. I once thought magic like this only existed in a heroic tale of times long past. Speaking of which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? Powers and everything. Oh, I see. As kings, they had to govern their people and maintain the peace. Martial might alone wouldn't help you there. It's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well. We continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. No, you're dumb. Though all this does make me wonder, just how many more of these powers are still out there?
Alright.
Felt my imagination grow because I wasn't fucking paying attention to his boring ass. Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Stroll and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Yeah, I've heard that announcer guy. I've heard that before.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters more than exceed your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I'd feared, considered how tiny they are, but I got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl? Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow. Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast. But, just keep an eye out on the road, okay, nearest?
Well met.
Come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board. An abstract game of military tactics. You see, care to, I guess. Sure.
If so,
If that's how you plan to make your advance, then someone who's really conservative. That was a long one. I felt that one. I slept a little hard on that one, huh? I slept a little hard on that one. That one felt different. That one felt like it could have been a solid minute or two. The game affords me the opportunity to visualize strategies all on my own. What if an enemy came at me from such an angle? How would I retaliate, and so on and so forth?
I'd say
I once failed in my duty to protect His Highness the Prince. Failure. That time I was but a novice, a new addition to the Royal Guard. I lacked the experience needed to properly assume the role. Tis for that reason that I never trained both my mind and body so thoroughly. That I now train, and I have vowed to never let such a thing occur once again. You've endured so much pain in your past. It has made me into who I am today. I reflect on those days often, yet I realize I must face the future if I'm to ever truly step forward. That said, 'tis quite the pleasure to speak so freely with you. We can find success in this endeavor and create a country where all can live equally. I hope to serve as a knight captain, passing down that knowledge, what knowledge I can to a new generation. I will speak not just of tactics, but of Final Fantasy tactics, all of my experiences on this journey, my victories, and of course my failures too. In so doing, I would see the Royal Guards elevated to new heights, I hope. You can do it. If anyone can do that, it's you, Hulkenberg. Well, should it was such a starry-eyed wish come true, I shall tell them much of you, our captain. Such a position is certainly not one most could adapt to, much less succeed in, given the circumstances of their lives, of our fight. And I must say, you wear the role well. 'Tis hard to believe it's your first foray into such responsibility. Perhaps you don't have our instruments with you. To call it talent is a disservice. No, whatever higher calling you have, being the main character, I can only be as I am now because of you. You honor. Such a praise from a knight is quite an honor. 'Twas you and Gallica that set the cogs of this journey in motion. I think there's some significance to you being the one captain, in my humble opinion. Perhaps you have my gratitude. After crossing the proverbial swords and with you, and I feel that I'm one step closer to the accolades of my dream.
Now then.
That was hard to read for some reason.
Wisdom.
If you... Oh, I leveled it up. I'm like, what's going on? If thou aspired true sovereignty, fill thyself with the knowledge to discern truth from falsehood. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passion may be inflamed. Got that? Guys and old boys. Or NB. Now then, shall we continue our discussion on tactics? There were some blunders you can avoid next time. For example, when a piece moves here, and moves the hero. Here, shit. Fucking give up. Still on board for a while. She took all my money.
I say, we could stop for a break.
I think we could.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy. One fear as though themselves snared by the bewitching
I don't want to
madness
skip
surrounding
that.
the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Okay. Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? It's not just the leaves. It's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I'm sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. Your hypothesis is correct. That would make this no mere tree. No, sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Okay. Just fucking try to draw my stuff. Wow, Nerys, how did you get so good at drawing? I think you're ignoring the problem. My boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. Sure I can have this? Yeah, of course. I've already committed to it in the drive-through. See, Nora's research picture of the drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never seen it. Oh my gosh. Hey, why don't we give it to Maria? To Maria. I bet she'd love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her a story about this place. Next time we're in the Grand Chat, I should give this drawing to Maria. Okay. Magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely. Gallica is the most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which is giving me great insight in my own research into the flight. What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't really recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
Turn our attention to the breeze. Turn our attention back to the tree. I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. Your brief detour did that.
All right.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes. Okay, I need to go to sleep, I think.
What now?
This game's going to take forever and a half just because I keep fucking sleeping through it. Oh my goodness gracious, golly gosh. Who's live right now? We got Tigger and Pond and Marsh and Buck and Morty. Do a Pond raid. He's playing Subnautica. We haven't raided Pond in a minute. Everyone, thank you for hanging out with me. I will be back tomorrow playing Simpsons Hit and Run, and then Friday playing Star Wars Outlaws. Tuesday we're starting a new game, and then Wednesday I'll be back here playing more Metaphor. Hopefully actually playing and not just sleeping with cutscenes playing. Until then, enjoy the much shorter VOD that this is going to be due to all the editing. Please enjoy the rest of your day and or night. Please remember to be kind to one another, and I will see you all in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.